Update 2019. Basically, what Bob Proctor said is the same thing that the Chinese say, according to Harvey Pond, and that is that what is the word there? It's really bad. Like, not just tragedy; it's a higher level even. Well, I do believe it is the word tragedy or catastrophe, I should say. Yes, the word catastrophe and opportunity are the same word. So what you're fearing, which is great, because, and also Bob Proctor acknowledges that by saying the same thing, saying that if it's really bad, that means it's actually really good. There's an equal seed of reward and opportunity also in that was said by Napoleon Hill in the book Outwitted the Devil, which is crazy because the devil is saying that in the book, which I wonder sometimes if it was really the devil or just their imagination, because the things that they say the devil is saying in the interview is so beyond intelligent that it's uncanny. It's definitely logical, but it's a lot of shocking moments for a first-time listener. If you ever listen to the book, the audio book, I would suggest it's really a wonderful experience. It's basically by Napoleon Hill. It's called Outwitted the Devil. And let me say it one more time. I might have said it weird. Outwitted the Devil. But I mean, I don't even like saying that, because there is a force that is out there that is negative. So, and does it cause our problems? Yes. But in an ironic way, in that there is power even in evil. And not by performing evil, but by saying evil being done against you and being, plotted against you. Weapons being plotted and formed against you. Although they say they shall not prosper, when they do, if they do, if you are not completely annihilated and just gone because of those weapons, then the weapon that was used to destroy you actually strengthened you. Just like Bob Proctor says, it is the mountains that strengthen us, and which is true. So, me personally, why I record this is so that I can hear myself, remind myself that things are not that bad, or to not take things harshly in a negative manner, because it's not going to benefit me. But I mean, the reality is that this same information applies to all human beings. So I really hope that somebody can benefit from this information. So this is basically for people that feel that they are going through something that they hate. They absolutely hate. They don't like it. It's pressure. It's like, especially one of those where, damn, man, why did it have to happen, man? Shit. Our regrets. Like, man, I shoulda, woulda, coulda. Man, but guess what, though? I know you want to go back and do it over again. Me personally, I'm referring to a situation where I wish that it didn't happen in that way. Like, it could have been prevented. That's what I'm mad about. I'm mad at myself. It could have been prevented. But in all reality, I had it coming. I really did. I had it coming a long time ago. So I have to remind myself that, yeah, it happened. And not only did it happen for a reason, that being that I caused it, everything, there's the law of cause and effect. I caused it, so that was one reason. The other reason is that it is here, it happens, if it is definite, then it is as if it is meant to be. If it is a definite thing that has happened, when something happens, it is definite. There's no going back and redoing that shit. It is what it is. So, it being that way, I have to now build around the current situation, which sucks to me or to you, you know what I'm saying, or to whoever. Look at your situation, and I'm not one to give advice. I kind of thought I was, but no, I'm basically going from what I've observed from winners and people that are so-called winners and how to get through issues in the best way possible without not only getting out of it, you know what I mean, but not only just getting out of it, but literally becoming stronger than ever because of it. And not that was the intention every single time. Honestly, these situations, I think a lot of times we just didn't want them to happen, period. We didn't necessarily want the reward. Hell, I didn't even know that some of the bad times were going to lead, actually some of the worst times in my life, I mean pain that I wouldn't wish on nobody. I deserved it. I had those things coming too. It had to happen, but like things I wouldn't wish on nobody, I'll be damned if those really painful things that I hated so much, if they didn't lead to the most pleasurable instances. I mean, you think you want something, and then it goes, and you're like, oh no, what am I going to do for years? But as soon as you let go and move on, you open yourself up to the new opportunities. As opposed to like when you get depressed, you close yourself off and shut yourself off. But you don't have to do that. But it's natural. I understand it's gonna happen. But anyways, just because sexually, let's be real, everybody is motivated by different things, and one of those, especially for guys, are sexual motivations. So, the fact that, like, I thought this one chick, I was in love with her, for example. I loved her so much, more than life itself, more than myself. Like, it was pathetic. That's because she did show me love. She was really showing me love. She was the first person to really match what I was. Actually, she was more in love with me than I was with her. But once I realized that, damn, wow, I finally got it, I became super madly in love with her. Like, this is the one, you know what I'm saying? She was mine. That was my girl. She said she was my girl. It was like, to hear her say that, I just loved her. I just couldn't believe that. I just was so happy and grateful for her. But she was just being herself, and I didn't agree with it. So I didn't respond in a very good way. I reacted more so. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Gotta drive. That's not good. But anyways, so I reacted, and I lost her because I would react constantly to something I didn't like, and it just wasn't working, bro. It was a lot of factors involved, you know what I'm saying? But I lost her, and I thought that my world was over. I mean, I couldn't even listen to a song that sounded kind of beautiful or about a girl, even a little bit about love or something. It would floor me. I mean, it would just destroy me. Because I'm having to hear it in this, actually a very good sound system. In a place where retail place, you know what I'm saying? I won't mention it. But we worked there, and we would hear, they had their own radio, and they would play certain songs, and they just had to be, I miss you, girl, and baby, why, and I'm sorry, and you're my everything, and all that. Oh my God, that shit was killing me hearing that shit, bro, because I just lost the love of my fucking life. And every song was so beautiful, and I didn't want to feel like that. But the shit I was already broken over her. So when that shit hit, the fucking frequencies of those sounds just utterly destroyed me, bro. And I couldn't even stop crying. Like, I would try not to, I would hide the crying, but I mean, there was times, most of the time I wouldn't even cry, I would hold it in. But there was times that I damn near broke down, and I'm just lucky that I was kind of out of sight. I made sure to be out of sight, and I was just balling like a little bitch. Excuse my language. Yeah, that I mean. So, anyways, I'm here at Walmart now. I'm about to go get what I gotta go get. You know how we do. But the reality is that when I finally accepted that, also not just accepted it, in the process I would work out or I went to some job and I got stronger physically. I didn't know that she made me a better rapper, a strong, physically strong man, more shrewd, more just whatever. Just the physical exercise alone turned me into a magnet that I went. See, I thought I couldn't attract no one anymore because she made me feel bad about myself. She rejected me. She left me. She went from loving me to no, I don't want nothing to do with you. So I didn't feel very good about myself. But I was actually working on myself just to kind of, physically, and just in general, I became ruthless. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm proud of that, but in all reality, that shit was a strength. It made me a magnet to women that were, sorry to my ex, way hotter than her. And I'm talking about I attracted way more, you know what I mean, opportunities with women after her. So it went from, oh, how am I going to get another girl like that? I'll never, to like, man, it's like a bad bitch every year, just a new one. They always want to be, like you would think, I wanted to be with them type of shit. But not really. Ever since her, I couldn't give my heart to a chick. I mean, there would be, and I mean, not just once a year, but there would be like more chicks, but then there would be one every year after her that I would think this is the one again. But I never quite fell in love with them chicks. Like whoever it is, it's always another one. Now it gets every year becomes where it doubles itself, triples, quadruples. It's crazy. I'm not trying to be a whore or nothing, but shit, it is what it is. So I'm not a whore, but I mean, but it got to a point where now, and every one of them, after I was done, like, you know what? Thank God I didn't give them my heart, but I actually got more powerful. Like after each one, I ended up attracting someone that was even better, like even finer, even sexier, I mean, it's just like, wow. Or not necessarily, but to the same, at least the quantity, you know what I mean? It just like no issue. Certain things that were like, how am I gonna be able to do that? I can't do that. Now it's like, man, I could do that shit with my eyes fucking closed and my hands tied behind my back. I'm not trying to brag, but I'm just saying the shit basically that didn't kill me made me way stronger than ever. And that's just how it is in general. You know what I'm saying? There's opportunities that are caused by the bad things that happen to us. Imagine that. There is a huge, just as like basically if something bad happens to you and it's really bad, it may be hidden, it may be more obvious, it should be kind of obvious. There's every situation there should be that underlying opportunity that says, well, at the very least, this can happen. Now because of this, there is an opportunity. It's up to you to figure it out. And there is. Imagine that. No matter, and basically, look, as bad as it is how good it actually is. There is an equal, and that's just mathematics. There is, and I don't know why, but there's an equal amount of goodness in that bad situation. There's an equal good situation, or a situation that will arise from that bad one that is equally good. Now, that may not feel that way, and it may take work, and it may take what it takes, but it will happen, and it is there. It does exist. And just as they say, for every action, there's a reaction, an equal or opposite reaction. So the opposite reaction, that could be kind of a bad thing, is it could be good or bad. It depends on the situation. And since your boy only got like roughly 35 seconds, I'm just going to conclude this and say that you basically know what I'm saying. You know, that if it's really bad, it's really good. That's a fact. And that's a beautiful fact. Jay-Z said it, you know what I'm saying, about a lesson. He said there was a equal valuable lesson learned, so it evens it out for me. So it actually evens out, balances out. So is there something really bad that happened to you? Guess what? Something really good too.